Hey, what's going on, Bulls? How we doing? Hope good. Today's Turnaround Tuesday. We're having a great day in the market. I'm going to go over a couple things, and hopefully I spent a couple hours this morning trying to figure out how to make an intro video and try to make this a little bit more fun. I've gotten a lot of negativity about the music that I rock, so this will be kind of cool. Hopefully, if y'all don't like it, feel free to let me know. I think it's awesome. So I might not even take the feedback. But anyway, hopefully if you're watching this, you saw the intro video before that. I won't ever have to address it again. So super bullish. We're going to go 4 or 5 minutes here, talk about a couple things. It's mostly going to be a commercial for my favorite app here. They don't pay me yet. They're going to one day. This is the best app there is. It's the best trading resource there is. I'm here to give it to you. I'm here to tell you about it. I got all my buddies on my message boards and text threads that I've created to follow along and use it too, and it's the best way to trade. So it's the Stockmaster app. It's the free version. It does have, if you're using an iPad, it does have a little bit more advertisements on it, so you can pay for it. It's totally worth it. These guys could be paying. I've seen software worse than this that people had to pay thousands of dollars a year for. It's free. So hopefully you like that. Let's just get right to it. I was going to read something out of the Stock Market Almanac. Big update there. So I'm trying to grow my following here so I can spread the word for more traders out there and try to build up the bull mafia, the bull gang we got going on here. So obviously, if you wouldn't mind sharing and spreading the word for me, this works. This is legit. I think you guys are all seeing that. So I have created links in the bio for this that'll take you to the Stock Market Almanac. If you want to buy one, it's a great trading tool. I don't, again, work for them, but if you go from my link to Amazon, it'll give me a little bit of credit. I think it's like 50 cents on the purchase. I don't care about the cash, obviously. It's more about establishing these links. And I'm learning how to do search engine optimization, SEO. And if you guys wouldn't mind doing that, I'll put the links. I'm going to grow the links to all the books that I recommend and such, and it should help me come up a little bit more on the Google algorithm. So I really appreciate you, Bulls. Now let's talk about the money we're making together. The Sherpa's taking you to the top. Ride. If you bought the ride option that I mentioned for October, I actually haven't looked at these. I wanted to do it together, so I wanted to show you how to use the Stockmaster app and to look up option prices. So we're here. I'm going to click on ride here. Ride comes right up, and then at the very bottom there's a symbol that looks like a stopwatch. If you just tap that stopwatch and then go to the calendar over here, it gives you the option chain. I'm going to go to the Octobers, which are 10/14 Octobers, and the one that I mentioned buying before was the $10. They were 60 cents. Now they're $2.75. So that is some serious return. That's the risk that you take when you trade options. But let's say you're one of the people that bought this when I first started recommending it in the 30s or the 20s, and it's tough times right now. If you're down and it's at $7 and you fall, now you can just throw a little bit of money instead of dollaring back down, instead of adding more cash to the position to lower the basis. You could have just thrown, let's say you had 10 grand and now it's worth, what would that be, like 3,600 or something like that? Well, you could throw another 1 grand on an option and that 1 grand would have tripled. So now you got 3, you're back at 10, but you didn't have to spend an extra whatever that would be to buy it. That would be an extra $7,000 to buy it. So that's leverage. That's how you do it. This is what I show you guys. So hopefully that's working out well for you. And again, options are risky. You got to know how to use them. The only way you learn how to use them is by doing them. Brokers don't want you trading them because then they realize how irrelevant and useless they really are. Back on Stockmaster, let's just go over the trades. Ride is up 27%. So like I mentioned before on that option, when it was at $7 and I told you to buy the $10 ones for 60 cents, and now they're worth $2.50. That's a 400% return. That's serious leverage. But going with that, if you were to bought it at 7, just from a regular perspective, it was a great trade because you're already up 40, right? So you get 10 times leverage. Anyway, love and ride. Ethereum this morning was down 14% and now it's up 1%. So, again, I just watched that here on my Stockmaster. You can just be a pro trader and carry this around. It's legit. QuantumScape It's up to the 30s where I liked it. I didn't have the balls to actually buy in any, but I wanted to make a trade on it. I just missed it. LabU, told you guys those correlations are legit. Those correlations are real. The Sherpa's just strapping those crampons in and helping you get to the top on that one. So show some love. Buy me a hypothetical cup of coffee on my website. Buy one of my t-shirts. Most importantly, spread the word. Tell a friend, tell a stranger, tell a neighbor. Tell anybody that'll listen. ERX is down. That's a big surprise to me, but I'm okay with that because all my other positions are up so much and I'm still up in ERX. EOG is down, but not that much. It's down 2%. MRO is actually up, and that's because it's a gas company. They actually go all the way through from the refining all the way through to selling it. So they call it a retail company. Yeti's up as usual. Another option that I told you about. So this is some brag here. I'm gonna raise the roof on my last trade. So in my newsletter, on my Sunday recap, I mentioned UWMC, United Wholesale Mortgage Company. I said that weird. United Wholesale Mortgage Company as my best trade of the week, and then my option of the week was a call on that as well. So we're gonna click on United Wholesale Mortgage. We're gonna tap the stopwatch at the bottom. We're gonna go out. That one was a shoot. I gotta go to the website real quick and make sure. I'm gonna talk to you while we do it. So we're gonna go to everbullish.com. We're gonna click on investing articles. We're gonna click on the Sunday recap. I'm only hardwired in right now on my iPad, so just bear with me. And then we're gonna scroll to the bottom. This is the honesty and transparency that no broker will give you. And I don't really follow competition on YouTube because I think that real recognizes real. But I'm by far the best professional manager on YouTube. And I appreciate you guys recognizing that. We're gonna grow the bulls, grow the following, and stick it to the man here. All right, so I told you to buy the 8/19s. So we're gonna click on 8. And then it's the third Thursday of the month, which is always option expiration. We're gonna look at the 5s. They're worth $350 right now. They're right here. If you wanna, I can't scroll in using the app, but shoot, let me go back. So they're $350. You can pull them up on your app too. They were $240 on Monday morning. So you just made 35.5% no, actually 41%. Let's make sure that's right. So we're gonna go to calculator. I'm sure you all know how to do rate of returns, but remember it's very easy. You do the big number over the small number. So they're at 350 right now. If you were to sell, you'd probably get 360 because of the ticks. And then we're gonna divide that by 240. I'm sorry, 240, little number by the big number. I'm panicking here on YouTube with you guys. Thanks for sticking with me again. So 240 divided by 350. That's a 68% rate of return. Pretty awesome. So keep following, keep sharing, keep showing the love in the comments. I appreciate CL. Appreciate you for the comment today. That was great feedback, and I did it for you. So I put an intro video on here. I'm an absolute idiot when it comes to technology, so I'm sorry it's not great, but it was easier than I thought, and it's only gonna get better. One of these days, once I start selling more portfolios, or getting some more cups of coffee purchased for me, $7 cup of coffee on my website as a thank you and a share of the profits in case you're inclined, not required. And then also my dope t-shirts and some of my swag coming up. We're gonna keep this ever bullish movement going. So that's all I got for you. I hope this is kind of a test to see if the intro video works out. Don't sell anything that I've mentioned at all. Don't sell anything I've mentioned in the last week. If you want to go over what those are, let's just go off the top of our head. ERX is a serious dynamite hold. We're already way up and winning in that one. EOG, I accidentally sold out of it, but it's still a winner. MRO is a great one to trade. That's all the energy stocks that I've been talking about, okay? Behind that, I said financials, FAS and Goldman. So FAS is the triple on the banks. Buffett just cut some of his stake in the banks. I think the market's going to overreact to that. So let's look at FAS. 3 times daily bull. Yeah, it's down 1%. Though tech is going through the roof. Those are the correlations that I like. It's actually probably a good buy today if you want to take some profits in something else. Goldman, I'm imagining it'll probably be down too. Goldman is the symbol GS. Yeah, that's down basically flat. It's down 0.5%. LabU. See how great this app is though, especially if you're on an iPad with a keyboard. It's up 6.5% today, and I think, let me just look at the 5-day. 5-day return is 13%. So for the guys that bought at the very bottom when we were getting a little less convicted, you're good. For the guys that are still a little bit underwater, you're good. If I go down to the RSI on 3 months on this, if I go to 3-month RSI, which is the relative strength index, we're still below 50. That's a win, baby. We're getting all this momentum, and that's a win. We're getting all these. We just had a 13% return over 5 days, and we're still winning. We're still under 50 on the RSI. So great trading, guys. ERX, I mentioned already. What else did we have? We had QuantumScape. I didn't have the balls to buy it. And to be frank, I didn't have the cash to buy it because I'm so into LabU. QS, $8.50 up today. So it went from 27 to 30. I'm pretty sure I called that. We can go back and look at like Thursday or Wednesday's video. But it was an easy call. It's a tech company. I mean, what do we think is going to happen? Yeah, it was Thursday's video because I remember talking about how Bill Gates is going to have more time on his hands now and tried to be funny about that. So we got that, and then SOS. I like seeing what I'm seeing here because SOS for the last 2 months has been trading opposite crypto. What they are, obviously the Chinese exposure is what's keeping this so cheap. They're up 7%. I do have an option on that one. That is an October option for $4 that I bought for 90 cents. And I think that one's still a tiny bit underwater, but I don't care. I got 2.5 more months. And SOS is doing some really cool stuff. So as a reminder, SOS is used to be Canadian, and they did a partnership with China. It's a Chinese Bitcoin mining company, but they're also creating a digital exchange platform similar to what's out there, Webull and eToro, and not so much Coinbase because that's a wallet, but similar. So I think that's great. I'm still bullish. If there was ever a stock with more upside besides Ride, it's this one. And then of course we got to toot our own horns here. Here's Ride. Here's the Ever Bullish stock pick of the year. I'm still about at a 50% basis from what I recommended it at. So my bulls, thanks for having the faith in me. But this is a no-brainer. Nothing's changed since the day I wrote that article on my website. I go back to that article every time I start wavering on convictions. And until something changes there, I don't care. I'm going to load up. I'm going to keep buying more. We just rebalanced the Ever Bullish 1 portfolio that I sell on my website. More of a long-term hold type of portfolio, about a year time horizon with 3 or 4 trades throughout the year and 4 rebalances throughout the year. Follow a long portfolio, great way to learn trading and become a serious bull. That portfolio we rebalanced last month into Ride. So now half of those positions are already up to a positive number. The other half are only down 50%. So we're operating at a 25% basis, right? What else can I show you on here? So the app also shows you these great, if you can just click on crypto, instead of having to go to Yahoo Finance and click the button over, you can look at all the cryptos. So Ether is actually up 5.5% today. Bitcoin's up 5.5%. That means 2.5%. That means GBTC, which is trading at a discount, will likely pop. And the crypto-based mining companies will probably pop too. SOS, right? Ripple's up. Every single crypto is in the green, as you can see here. Kind of wild. Elon can rock the boat, but at the end of the day, we're still going to get to the harbor. And I bet you anything he's buying more in his personal accounts right now. I don't know how that's not illegal, but I don't want to lock up the most genius man in the last 100 years. You can also look at futures. This is pretty dope too. These are remember, futures trade all the time. You can look at Forex. So the euro versus the dollar. The dollar's weakening, the euro's strengthening. I think that's a good thing. A lot of folks don't, but it's a good thing for us as an exporter. More euros to buy dollars is a positive thing for us exporting. So the importer's dollar goes farther, if you think about it like that. You can look at commodities. So this is one of the things I screenshot every day. Brent crude futures are at $68. I can remember 5 years ago when they were at $31. Natural gas is at $3. I remember when they were paying for you to take it away. Silver, gold, the hards are up. You can look at the minis on here too. So if you have a futures account somewhere, you can trade on mini contracts of the S&P. I used to know, I've never done it only because when I was a broker, I wasn't allowed to. My boss wouldn't let me. It was a pretty dick move on his part. Because he was allowed to approve it, but it's pretty standard that if you're involved in this stuff, they don't want you wasting your time trading while you're helping other people. In this case, as a bull, as the Sherpa, as the founder, president, and head trader and portfolio manager of Ever Bullish, I get to do all three. We're going to find a way to make this thing work. I'm an idealist. Bureaucracy is bullshit. Dogma is a good way for people to believe in the crap that they're selling so that they don't feel bad about it and cash those checks. I burned all the money, I gave it all up, and now I'm here with you guys. And that's the backstory. You all know that. I'm feeling very indignant today because I'm making everybody a lot of money and I'm charging them nothing. If you do feel as though you'd like to purchase one of my portfolios, let's hit up everbullish.com. Sorry about that. Phone battery died there. Go to everbullish.com, click on the portfolio store. The way Ever Bullish makes money is I sell lists of stocks to buy for 3 different allocations. One is the current balance of the, or the current allocation of the Ever Bullish One portfolio, kicking the living shit out of the market. Buy it, download it, follow along with me. Smoking the market, smoking all the managers in, you learn how to trade. It's the best. Dividend portfolio, buy it, hold it for a year. It's up 14% right now. The market's up 11. The balanced portfolio is up 8 versus the market at 4 in a balanced allocation. I'm sorry, 5 in a balanced allocation. No fees, no cost, no expenses, no nothing. Haven't made a change to it, and we're crushing it. So if you'd like to help support the channel and also become a better trader, just buy them. That's a simple way. Ever Bullish One podcast is now on Apple. That's big things popping. It's also on Spotify. I haven't uploaded the last couple of videos because I'm saving the Sunday recaps and also interviews that I'm going to start doing for that. So we'll just branch out even more and spread the word even more. Again, tell a friend, tell a neighbor. LGR, let's get rich. AFG, all good. LFG, let's go.